learning from that series before, and they're entering the second phase by always taking away one of Liquid's heroes as well. We saw Puck in that first game, and now the Sand King. They don't have enough bans to cover like saving the Arc Warden, but also taking away Tiger's heroes.
I'm pretty sure Liquid's gearing up to aggro tri-lane here. Like, Nyx as a laner is complete garbage, but if you put 2 stuns into tandem with the AA early, I'm really thinking, even though it's not the best idea against Arc Warden, I was going to say Sven. Out of all the, like, Wraith King, Chaos Knight, and Sven are like the prime AA pairings, and out of all of those, this meta and in this game, I think Sven has the best option. I think you just go Sven Storm here.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they're going to potentially leave the Sven pick for last, because I really think they're going to pick Storm. I know Koikfa, I know Arc Warden decently based on what I've seen in these games. I have to imagine Storm is
It's also the setup, right?
There.
You have multiple avenues for if Nyx finds the Arc, bam, AAO, you might be able to kill with Storm zipping in. Like,
Nyx's really good against Sand King too. You carapace the Sandstorm, and then you follow up with the Impale. Nyx +1 is always enough to kill Sand King, which is not a way Sand King likes to play. Which they demoted to a 4. I was gonna say I hope they demote it to a support Sand King for that exact reason.
The Legion pickup it's all about Arc Warden is their big hero, right? It's the guy who's gonna win them the game. So they've got these enabling offlane can keep the Arc. If they do get the jump, keep them alive, and also you have that instant lockdown. So if they do pick up this Storm, the Legion can go for Pipe, go for Blink. You can always try and catch this guy off guard. The difference from the first game for Liquid is they don't have save. The Shadow Demon had such an instrumental game, and the reason why they actually had such a comeback in that game was because A, 5 men had sloppy team fights, but B, Liquid had great kind of reinitiation and turning the fight through just outplaying. So I think Liquid is a pretty good Legion pick for 5 men, sorry.
Interestingly enough, I think the complete opposite. I think your Legion against Ancient Apparition Blast and Doom. I think your kit relies on your W more than your duel. Like, obviously, both parts of it are important, but I think her W is trashier. So I actually hate the Legion pick. I was going to say Void. If they don't go Sven, it's 100% Void. And the minute they pick Legion, your W is now even more useless.
Yeah, I'm seeing it more for like the lockdown side of it, right? Like the laning phase, it's
to
be able to play.
Pick Legion, right?
You can.
Like,
you can buy an aura, you can push a lane.
But then why Legion? Like, if you want lockdown from the offlane, why would you pick Legion?
What else would you pick there?
I'm saying, like, Legion is... Okay, so every hero in Dota, you know, you can say there's offlaners that offer lockdown, right?
Yeah.
And then every one of them does their job a bit differently. So with Legion, I think she's a bit of lockdown, but she's mainly about the W. Like, that's what makes her get the W.
I think she has a varying skill set, and in this game, for sure, like you said, the heal, the purge is not really there. The purge will still be good against the stuns, but the heal mechanic's not there. But the fundamentals are still present.
Okay. I love Legion, one of the few players that...
The way that I see it is just describing kill the supports. We saw in that last game, the big team fights where all the cores on both teams were just chasing the 4 and 5, right? There was like, literally, the cores looked at each other and went, nah. We'll come back to you later, right? And this is why I think 5 men are adjusting, because they're seeing that Liquid is built around their supports are playing so well, right? So if you have the big win condition Arc Warden and you have the ability to jump the backline with a clean kill, then I can see it. That's why. You know, you have Arc Clone plus Duel. It's just a way to start the fight.
Okay. I just thought, like, Sand King could offer that a bit too, so if you just picked a core that's willing to leave the lane early, maybe like a Nature's Prophet that does really well against both these supports in lane.
That's true.
It's not as much like a game plan thing. It's like it is for the game plan, but it's more so like, okay, since I'm going to get a good start, my Sand King will have more room to farm. He'll get the blink, and then I'll be the, you know, off lane build whatever my team needs kind of hero. But also, it is a bit greedy.
Think about the laning phase as well. If it is going to be this aggro lane, they could put the Legion up into that lane. The combo on Liquid, it's about, you know, the AA cold feet into stun, right? So if the Legion's in that lane, the purge that you're talking about, it will negate the effectiveness of tri-lane. In the game, sure, the AO will mitigate that, but for that tri-lane potential, the Legion will be able to, you know, at least get something from it, because you can take away one of the heroes' mechanics. And then Liquid finish it off with an Invoker. It's a very scary lineup. Again, I think Liquid, the way that they play, they are much better in the team fights and scarier into the late game. I think their overall kind of game plan is much better. So seeing them have this lineup that is just scaling a lot better, it's very scary.
I think The reason why I do like the Legion pick a bit is because they were vulnerable to that aggro tri-lane, and by picking a really strong laner, Legion's like a super strong laner, you kind of force Liquid to drop that plan of like, okay, we're going to go for this laning snowball play. So they actually go for the Nature's Prophet, which is interesting to me.
I
like the Nature's Prophet. I liked how it fit their game plan. Is it potentially a Legion mid? Do you guys ever do that? Or is it just 100% Nature's Prophet?
It'll be Fury in mid, most likely. Like, the way that I see, like, my concern with 5men's lineup is, in that first game, they had a good start. They had, like, the lead, but they threw away multiple Aegises. They threw away big team fights, and then Liquid just outplayed and won the game. And it's the same type of thing here, where I see 5men having the pacing, having the ability to have a strong game, but I still think they're going to make the fundamental mistakes. And then Liquid's draft is just infinitely better mid-late game, right? It's there. So I think 5men have the mechanisms, the global, the pacing to beat the cooldowns on Liquid. We die to a Chrono, we go again. We die to Doom, we just go again. It's fine, but I'm just concerned they don't have, the consistency that Liquid has.
I like the laning stage for 5men. You have already talked about they have the tempo here. I think this game has to look real ugly for Team Liquid at like 10 minutes in for 5men to win. It's kind of similar to the game we saw with the Broodmother last pick yesterday or the day before, where I was just like, if they're not convincingly ahead by 8 minutes, the game's just over, right? I think it's very similar here. Even though Arc Warden likes to take it late usually, I think in this game he has to like have more farm than the Faceless Void by a pretty large margin, and that's based on the fact that Void's going to be scared of farming the map. Like, he's not going to be able to farm the map because of the Sand King threat, the Legion threat, the IO relocate. Like, there's so much threat for 5men if they are ahead, but their lineup operates terribly from behind at all. So,
no, I was just about to try and big brain something, but nah, it's not going to work. Don't worry.
I like Liquid's game plan here better, but
it's simpler, right? So
yeah, it's simpler.
Yeah, you heard it from BSJ. 5men going to operate terribly from behind. Let's see, is Liquid going to be able to overcome 5men?
Well, if you're going to falter from behind, the trick is to just stay ahead. Right, Lacoste?
Sure. I'm always down to easy solutions.
Yeah. So just don't lose the laning phase. Just kill the enemy heroes.
Don't get stunned, just
don't get
TP
stunned.
out. These are some of the best advices that I can give you.
And when it's time to call it?
Time to call it.
Welcome, everybody, to Game 2 of 5men versus Liquid. I have to say, Lacoste, I'm a little bit surprised by some of the heroes that we're seeing. Legion Commander on 5men, Nyx Assassin on Liquid? I haven't seen that hero a whole lot.
I think that's a very, very situational hero. If there's a bunch of uncontrollable damage on one team, like the first hero that comes to my mind is like Leshrac. He just destroys that hero, but Leshrac's not being picked at all. Doesn't feel like he's a playable hero in competitive scene at the moment. So, yeah, I feel like Nyx Assassin, compared to other heroes, that other heroes do much better job, the same job that Nyx Assassin is doing.
Yeah.
Even though he has a break mechanic, that's the big thing, but what is he going to break in this one? Legion? That doesn't sound too good.
The battle begins.
It's certainly going to be a Nyx game where I feel like there's going to be a lot of opportunities. Oh, it looks like 5men managed to pick up 3 bounty runes there. So, well done by Ace contesting that bottom one against the Doom. But, yeah, I mean, I guess he's got a lot of heroes he can kind of hunt, quote-unquote, right? There's a Nature's Prophet, Arc Warden that you kind of need to be able to see what he's doing. Furion's kind of a good pick-off as well, right? Intelligence hero, relatively squishy.
When you think about it, the Nyx Assassin will be the one making the moves for the Team Liquid. There's AA follow-up, there's Sunstrike. This is the old-school combo. Nyx Assassin plus Invoker Sunstrike. You can pretty much kill any hero on the map. Pure damage, insanely good.
I love that move, by the way, that Boxy did. That's my favorite move right now, is just to cut behind at the very, very beginning. Just cut into the very first wave and immediately go for the Devour on the range creep. Get your Devour cycled in a little bit faster, That way you're not waiting too long until you can start eating a neutral creep. Now you've only got 20 seconds until you can eat one, as opposed to what would be probably another 30, maybe 33.
That's why he starts with the Boots of Speed. And Sand King also Boots of Speed and the Caustic.
Yeah.
Beating him down.
Trying to make use of that new movement speed slow that Caustic Finale is given on hit. Which I don't actually know what the numbers on that is for level 1, but didn't seem like it was super good anyway.
You're supposed... You think I know the numbers? You're asking the wrong guy, you know. I'm playing by the feeling. I'm not sure what the numbers are. I read the skill like, yeah, this hero is not going to get picked too much. I'm not going to pay attention to the numbers.
Yeah, and you would be right in that. Sand King has definitely not been picked up a whole lot, but it is interesting that both of these teams make use of it. We don't see it very often, but both Taiga and Misery apparently feel like Sand King is a viable hero. And Taiga certainly made it look good the last time we saw it.
Team Liquid and Team Nigma, they also played him. Interesting. Maybe I'm just wrong. I still feel like you don't pick Sand King for his ulti ever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no doubt. You know, I remember the last time that Nyx and Sand King were really meta. One of the reasons you picked up Nyx Assassin against Sand King was he was such a good tower defender with Sandstorm. With Nyx Assassin, you would just kind of like run in, you would just kind of like blitz him, run into the Sandstorm, pop your Spike Carapace, and then pop your Dust. And then catch him on the Impale while he was still stunned. That was your way to be able to like stop Sand King defensive Sandstorms around towers.
Yeah, now it doesn't work that way anymore.
Yeah.
Remember when Sand King and Nyx Assassin had the same spell, also Lion, called Impale?
Yeah.
We were just too lazy, you know, giving
Impales for days.
spells.
He's taking a lot of damage
He's
here.
He's fine.
He will live, no doubt. See, Misery hasn't even gotten level 2 yet because he's trying to funnel all the experience to the Arc Warden. Faster you get that Hand of Midas and level 6, then the Arc Warden can come online a lot quicker as a result. Even has Tranquil Boots before level 2. What a
Peak
beast.
Dota right there. I've seen more and more position 4 players, and I've tested it in pubs. It really works, you know. You get Boots of Speed on certain heroes, you get Tranquils, and then you can go in, trade, go to low HP, go back, regen up, get a stick after, get some mana regen going.
This is a lane that usually feels really, really good, and I imagined it's going to be a pretty easy matchup. The Legion Commander IO, where you could just kind of fearlessly charge at people. You are being enabled by that IO, so you just get a level 2 of your passive. Oh,
whoa,
First Blood is on
creep.
the table, and it looks like he caught out by the neutrals.
Yeah, I wish. This is it for the next Battle Pass. We need to implement that you can tip neutral creeps.
Maybe you can make the neutral creeps do a little dance, and they get tipped as well.
Yeah, yeah. You know.
All of a sudden, Chen and Enchantress become big-time meta. Damn, look at those denies, though, from the Nature's Prophet. I assume some of those have got to be his own treants, but still, very impressive how far ahead he is.
For sure, there's not enough creeps. Like, if you see the amount of CS that Invoker has and the amount of denies, it's just not possible.
Trying to slow him down with the Flux here. Boxy. He decides not to man up on Ace any longer. Waits, bides his time a little bit. It's interesting to see he actually ate the Troll Priest, so he's got both the mana aura as well as the heal. A little bit extra sustain in lane. Misery with his Tranquil Boots trying to work his way into this mid lane, trying to pressure Koifa here because they've got the Wrath of Nature. The big nuke is coming in, and it does bounce back off of Taiga, but they still manage to hit Koifa there with a Burrow Strike as well. But a good save from Taiga is going to slow down the damage from Chessie and allow Koifa to be able to disengage. Taiga may not be so lucky, though, to get out of here. The tower shots are being taken up by the Treants, so they can freely dive over and over and over again. Misery keeps it going here, killing Insania's Courier.
That last hit on Nature's Prophet ult, it dealt like 500 damage to Koifa, but still not enough. They're in.
Chasing him back, just making sure they get this mid tower nice and easy. The first Siege Wagon push results in the mid tower going down. That is the power of core Nature's Prophet, Lacoste.
It really is. And you have Arc Warden, you have a global lineup. Once Sand King gets a Blink Dagger, Legion Commander also possibly with the relocate plays. You can set things up so easily.
Look at Boxy going to town on himself over there. Healing up, healing up,
5
healing up.
mana.
Managed to, oh! Nice burrow strike to stop the Doom from coming out, but it looks like they may not need it at all, so maybe it's actually better for Liquid in a way. He didn't have to use his ultimate to get the kill anyway.
Use that Doom on Ace when he comes back to the lane. Faceless Void will be level 6 before Legion Commander, and I see Insania with the Urn of Shadow. I mean, he has ulti, but there's a ton of regeneration from Legion Commander and Io, so he might upgrade that to Spirit Vessel eventually. Even though it's dispellable with the Presti attack. Mickey.
Yeah, he's got his time walk up now and will manage to get away. Oh, the first use of Doom is going to be used mid here. Oh, the Sunstrike will finish him off if he gets it, and he barely does. Chessie does die. No deny, no survival on the table. He just falls, and Invoker is given the kill. Very nice rotation from the Doom. We were talking about it backstage, and we think that Spike Carapace does not interact with Spark Rate, as in it does not bounce back the damage onto the Arc Warden, which I feel like is true.
It should.
Yeah, it absolutely should.
Chrono.
Chronosphere into the Sunstrike. That's going to be a fast kill on a Zibe, but Chessie was outside of that Chronosphere, and he'll be able to collect the kill on Insania, and you could see he wants to pressure that tower. They don't even almost care about these heroes so much as taking the towers nice and quick.
I'm pretty sure there's experts in chat that know whether it triggers Carapace or not, and I can already see the discussion, you know, half of them saying it can, the other one just backing it up with the fact saying that it cannot.
I feel like I've seen that happen before, and I remember thinking that Spark Wraith just acts like a totem of sorts, or like a ward. It just seems to be separated from Arc Ward, but we'll see. Ooh, Burrow Strike. Just a tad shy there is Liquid. They already lost their mid tower nice and early, and they're trying to bring reinforcements to prevent their safe lane tower from going down as well. But Chessie will not stop. With all these heroes, it's looking pretty easy. Taiga and Boxy cannot stop this by themselves.
That's a second tier 1 tower. 5 men playing extremely aggressive. We did not see too many kills. 6 kills, 9 minutes in. Nature's Prophet also going for that Orchid, so it's going to be very tough for heroes on side of Liquid to actually play for the next like 5 minutes after he gets it. There's no dispel of any kind. There's no save. Faceless Void needs to be super careful.
It almost feels like 5 men. They took from that last game, like where Liquid was just kind of turtling things out and farmed up in the neutrals. They're like, okay, we need to actually play even faster than we did last time. We were so like these really big cooldowns. Let's have a lineup that takes map control super fast and make sure that Liquid can't use that efficiency to the same effect.
I feel like they just swapped the lineups in terms of cooldowns. 5 men can keep fighting all the time right now. They're really not relying on any cooldowns, while on Team Liquid you have this Doom, you have Chronosphere. Who is a faster clicker? It's Mickey.
Mickey gets it, and Boxy gets the kill on a Pylai die. So, support pick off here. Did Pi get the bounty rune? I actually didn't quite see it.
Double damage.
Me neither. Oh, Jelly. Nice. I still feel you get so much value out of the Jelly as a tier 1 item. Chessie.
Absolutely. An early jump in for the Burrow Strike onto Insania here with the double damage. They do manage to get this kill, but the Chronosphere onto both of them. That is quite beautiful there from Mickey. Ensures the kill on a Chessie, and we'll see if they actually get Misery as well. The Tornado toss him up in the air. Of course, he's still inside of a Sandstorm. They need vision.
Oh, Carapace.
Where is the
not
vision?
Gonna do that much.
Drop
There
the
it is.
sentry, quickly catch him with a Spike Carapace into the Burrow. That's the combo we're talking about.
Arc Warden just has Hand of Midas. I also want to see if he gets like Boots of Travel this game. I feel like he definitely should get as the next item. And then they can play even more globally. Man, Boxy is not afraid to use Doom ulti. Is that a Purge creep? I believe so. It's also a great setup
Oh, he's going to go for the duel here. The Ice Blast is going to come in, though, and the Legion Commander doesn't lose the duel, but may still die. Boxy's certainly dead, though, thanks to this heavy rotation from 5 men. No wonder he went for the duel. The whole party's here. Everyone's from, except for Pylai, die.
And that's the first usage of the Orchid. Now they need to start playing more aggressively. Everyone's just buying drums. I see Nyx Assassin going for 1. There's 1 on Invoker.
Yeah. 2 drums for Liquid. Yeah, I think this is something we talked about pretty early on to Omega League, that some teams were really preferring like at least 1 drums, if not 2. And definitely does significantly increase your team fight power. It was nerfed though, right? In this last
It
match?
was. 2 less stats, still great item. You know, if you pop the 1 charge just to get out of the fight, like this item extremely efficient against heroes like a Phoenix when he uses the egg, get some extra attack speed. Just scouting things out with the AA Blast.
Look at that very deep ward from Liquid, right above that Radiant tower tier 2. That I think that's to be able to see like those TP rotations onto tier 2 maybe, or maybe just to see some jungling. Either way, it's super deep ward when they haven't even taken the safe lane tower yet.
Yeah, you don't expect this.
Oh, he's going for him. He has to throw out the Impale without the Vendetta hit, but with the Ice Blast coming in, it's looking like it's going to be a close call, but it is enough damage. Misery thought about going for the Epicenter and immediately was denied by Mickey. 2 kills for the boys in blue. I guess I don't really know what 5 men colors are. Looks like they've got
blue, white, and red.
Yeah, gradient of blue to red. Oh. But yes, Liquid rocking the blue and white jerseys usually. Got to be able to take this tier 1 tower. Oh, slow down a little bit. Tempest doubled. They're going to try and hunt that down for the gold. It is well worth it if you can kill it. It's only got a couple more seconds, but they do manage to get it 180 gold for Mickey.
That's a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to be careful about using those like that. It's almost like killing a full creep wave. This is the build on the Doom, whether you're playing in mid or off lane, drums into BKB. Man, Boxy, he just hates Io.
He is not messing around. Pylai Die is just like, what's happening right now? Why do we keep getting doomed all the time? It is setting up a lot of kills for Quaitha. You have to give it to Liquid. They are really funneling a lot of farm to this Invoker, who had a slightly rough laning phase, losing his tower that early and all. Oh, he got Orchided, but he did have a way to be able to cut through the trees. He's got an Iron Talon. Beautiful. Wrath of Nature coming in. Taiga is going to get dueled up, and he should be able to get... Oh, look at his Chronosphere, though, with the Ice Blast over the top of the Meteor as well. That's going to be 2 core kills down for 5 men. Meanwhile, Ace, he's going to have to battle it out here. The 2 supports are going for Insania. They're certainly managing to get that kill. Quaitha and Mickey will retreat.
Oh, Mickey, a lot of damage on him. He's thinking about going back in. There is no save for Chronosphere besides relocate out, and every single time they're there to, you know, just to kill Io or you Boxy. Boxy's actually destroying Io with these dooms. It's also very important to take out Nature's Prophet in the team fight, so there's no like double usage of the Orchid until Faceless Void gets his Mantis style and has a defensive item. Also, Sanking decided to go for Veil as a first item, so no initiation coming out from him.
I know you said you're a fan of it on supports. In this game specifically, are you still okay with it over the initiation item?
In this game, I'd prefer if he gets just a Blink Dagger. He had a lot of space. He can go back to Veil after this.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same. I was thinking, I'd like to be able to see him just to be able to get that, like those more jumps for Chessie to be able to play off of. And same goes with Zibe here. He's going to be able to get the Orchid. Oh, into the trees it goes.
I think this shows why, because you need one hero to just start a team fight or just start a pick-off, and then Nature's Prophet deep is in, followed up with the silence.
Oh, he missed the Impale, but they have the vision. They have the vision. It's all good. It's all gravy.
Chessie, extremely farmed, but managed to die, I think, 3 times in a row already.
Yeah, and you could see Liquid is very happy with that. They're trying to tilt Chessie out of this game with all those tips. Coordinated tipping and coordinated chat wheel use. A sign of a team at tip of coordination and teamwork.
Spellcasting, you know, gank execution does not matter.
Yeah, it's kind of like, everybody does that. You know? Nothing special about combo abilities. Speaking of combo, Taiga's trying to set one up right now with the Ice Blast. Impale into the Sunstrike as well. Ooh, I'm gonna get him. Nope, no, you're not. But is he gonna tick out? I don't think so. It's a little close.
He's fine.
If it was level 2, maybe. Oh, look at Boxy. He has a haste rune.
They know.
He's coming in.
It out.
He's coming in hot, but Pilot die. He's already healed up Zibe so much. They just play around the tier 1 very nicely.
He just wanted that IO once again.
Yeah. Imagine he sees Zibe like 100 HP. He's like, nah, nope. Doom the IO. Bottom lane. There's that Orchid, and you said the Void. He has to watch out. They get the duel? Oh, the duel may still go off, but he actually turns around with the Chronosphere. They're going to go for the IO. They're going to try and finish him off. The Sunstrike laid out on the side. It actually is Chessie as well. He's almost dead, but the duel is going to be able to bail out Chessie for now. He actually still died.
He's still alive.
Extra damage, and he's still alive through all of it. Mickey, he gets hit by one more Burrow Strike, but sorry, Misery. Game over.
Man, that was actually insane. That poor man's shield keeping him alive from those right clicks, and he manages to survive. 4-man AA ulti, and then he understands, I'm just gonna use the Chrono, follow it up with the Sunstrike, take out the IO out of equation.
You can see Mickey was a little hyped up and had a little fun with that one. He was moving around in his seat. Not one to really like full out laugh or big smiles and during the middle of the game, but
this is a game-winning move or game-losing for 5-men, where they, you know, used everything they had pretty much. Let's see, 4 heroes.
Look at him, the strength threads.
Yeah,
bails him out of that one. Turns around, Chronospheres. Could have walked away.
Nope. Uses Mask of Madness.
Chessie eventually ticks out, and I can't believe how close that last one was, man.
They lost 4 heroes. That's a pretty big lead for Liquid right now. 2k gold lead. I mean, you have this combo every single time Void sets something up. I don't think you're getting out of this. Oh, wow, Philly. That's one of the best items you can get for AA. You know, he's not really farming the creeps. He just wants to set things up, pretty much playing from the base.
We've said a lot of this. 5-men, they're going to have to play fast, take towers early, take advantage of the cooldowns on Liquid. They did most of that, right? Won their laning phase, I would say, pretty nicely. They started picking it up, taking some towers, got a net worth lead, but once you start losing those fights, like, it hurts you almost doubly so because you were up in net worth, and Liquid takes that away, now holds the advantage.
And they could not kill Faceless Void before Manta style. Now that he has 2,000 HP, it's gonna become much harder. AA even using ulti on top of Faceless Void, who's hiding in the trees, you know, just thinking maybe they have a vision on me.
Did you see that, by the way? Mickey's almost the same level as these two combined.
It's insane. I mean, he was involved in what? I think pretty much 70–80% of their kills.
Oh yeah, he's been a very active Faceless Void. I guess some of the action has come to him, but still. Hey, because of all that, the kills, they keep on funneling to Koipa here. He's almost got a Aghanim Scepter after Boots of Travel's drums. He's going to have it at 21 minutes.
This is why I don't like Sanking as a hero. Like, your ulti should be something that enemy is afraid of. Sometimes you don't even skill it. We heard one ulti trying to be used on Mickey. He just bashed him. That's it. Stop the ulti. Gone. Yeah. Misery does not even use it anymore.
He's going to walk into a sentry here, but he still has the smoke. So he's not going to be spotted just yet, and they get the vision from the Ice Blast to be able to spot Ace. The Impale doesn't land. Ace trying to duck away into the trees, but is already hit by the Doom on the right-hand side. Chessie, he's being banged on by Mickey right now. Pops Manta, and Sid goes to the Chronosphere. There's going to be the Sunstrike onto 2. Can they finish them both off? Finish off one of them. Mickey, he doesn't get either. Uh-oh.
That's a weird choice from Mickey. Does not want to go for a single kill. I guess he just thought someone else is going to finish him off.
Well then, okay. This is a big moment for 5 men as Chronosphere was used, Doom was used. You didn't lose the fight. You can smoke up. Looks like they're going to push out and see if they can catch somebody. If they get enough of if they get a really big pickoff here, potentially they could do Roshan.
Liquid came out of 5 men jungle without a single kill.
All things turn around eventually, Lacoste, and it seems like Liquid's good run of team fights has come to an end. Will we see the reign of 5 men? Misery sitting on the side here. They have the Blink Dagger from Legion Commander ready to go. But Mickey is not taking the bait right now. They're saying, please, take this double, take this man. Kill him. Take the 180 gold. Mickey says, nah. I'll watch my tower die before I get close to this very obvious trap.
Mickey has Shadowblade queued up on Faceless Void. Like, he understands that there's... Okay, he switches now, going for MKB, but I like the Shadowblade idea.
Yeah.
It's still viable, you know? Getting into backlines, finding a good Chronosphere. Whoever he catches inside Chronosphere dies if he, you know, puts the right clicks down instead of just saying, they're done. Someone else is going to finish them off.
Yeah, that Cataclysm put in the significant amount of work. That last one, Mickey, this time around, tries to jump the Tempest double. And Misery is sitting on the side here. They do have relocate, but they failed on a gank on Mickey before. You probably feel like maybe they need a little bit more than what they had there. Meanwhile, Liquid going to go for the 4-man smoke. 4-man smoke without Mickey. He's going to connect into them here as they start making their way towards the triangle. Smoke's going to break. Pushing forward. Zibe didn't have his Blink Dagger up. It gets denied. He's going to be Centaur stunned and killed by the Meteor. And immediately, Liquid, they're the ones who finally find the pick.
Faceless Void has enough damage with the Alacrity. It's not going to be contested.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Once that Alacrity goes away, the damage slows down a bit, but it doesn't look like it's enough for 5 men to get there. And even if they were to come across, we got this really nice ward placed out on the triangle of the Radiant side, where if 5 men were to just kind of like typically take that high ground and funnel downwards, the Void would come right out and Chronosphere them as soon as he sees that.
So the question is, how do they kill Mickey now? Full Manta style, level 19, 2000 HP.
Trick him into using his Mask of Madness. That's one. Sunstrike. Oh! Oh, yeah. Those combos feel so clean if you're Nyx's Assassin. Just right in front of the Nature's Prophet, too. Just kills Misery.
This is one of those games for 5 men where you ask yourself, how many sentries do I need to buy? And the answer is all of them.
You just buy him out. Don't stop. You've been orchided, sir. Granted, he has Aegis, Manta, Zibe. Looks like they wanted to be able to get the duel with the Wrath of Nature clashing in. You could see that was a very important combo that they were hoping to make better use of this game. Sadly, I think we only really saw it once, maybe?
Yeah, that one on a mid lane, another combo.
This time with the Ice Blast instead of the Cataclysm. Koifa's still going to lend a helping hand here. Helps get the kill. The last hit, monster kill streak for him.
Taiga has been involved in so many of the kills, just setting things up. And, you know, Nyx Assassin just in general does not sound like a good hero or look like one, but when you combine him with AA and Invoker, seems pretty good, huh?
Yeah. It looks real nice.
Radiant's top tower has
I think a decent part is 5-man's lineup just doesn't really play together too much, right? It's like Arc Ward, Nature's Prophet. Naturally, these heroes want to play apart from people. Same kind of goes for the IO a lot of times. Taiga trying to catch him in the sandstorm there. But yeah, this Nyx Assassin feels like he can just kind of run around. There's going to be a decent number of solo heroes. There is still a plan B, though, for 5 men, right, Lacoste?
There is. I mean, You have great split push coming out from Nature's Prophet, Arc Warden with the boost of travel. So they need to try to use that, but whenever you show a real hero, there could be a next assassin on top of you.
Yeah. What would you give? Going late game, just carry versus carry sort of matchup. Void versus Arc Warden. What would you say the percentage is for just that matchup?
Just matchup, no other heroes. I mean, when you think about it, it's Faceless Void getting on top of Arc Warden using Chronosphere, right?
Yeah.
This is what he's gonna go for. So heavily favoring Faceless Void.
And then looking at the rest of the lineup as well, do you feel like that still kind of goes to the same storyline as Taiga's going to find the opening here? Impale, no Vendetta, may not be needed though. Jesse's going to pop the BKB. Sprout, can he do it? Can he do it? He does it! The old Nyx Assassin just right-clicks him down.
Next Assassin, 90 damage. What an agi hero. Until he gets level 25, then it's a different story. Midas, come on, use it.
No, no, no. Giving me anxiety. Look at Mickey. Position so aggressive. My goodness. My word, Mickey. Calm down.
M-Claw plus MKB proc. Half HP gone on this.
Yeah. He definitely, if he, oh, underneath a sentry. He is going to be broken, though, so he's not getting those extra hits. Still managed to win the duel, though, just before the tornado.
Ooh.
Okay.
Time dilation did not connect.
Yeah, and so Zibe walks away with his full movement speed.
And Mickey itemizing.
Oh, look at bottom lane. Chased him down. Boxy was actually forced to use BKB. That was the Tempest double that just did that work.
You need to respect Arc Warden. If you don't get a kill on him, and if he has a Tempest double with the double Mjolnir plus MKB, it's just ton of damage. Let's see what happened on the bottom lane.
Just some bashes. Bash, 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 bash. Quifa. Gonna try and kill the Tempest double here. Oof. God, even this late, Wrath of Nature still does some crazy, crazy damage.
Next Roche may respawn in 3 minutes, which means that Aegis will be gone. Like, there's no item progression for Nature's Prophet. He had insanely good timing on that Orchid, but after that got caught a couple of times and now only has a BKB. Zibe?
Bombs out, sees Insania is going to be able to get the duel. He has the Tempest double here joining him. The Cataclysm almost won that duel. Pylon Dice actually going to come in with the relocate to help out the Legion commander here. This is not simply a one and done. With the Tempest double and the relocate, they've got plenty of reinforcements to get their man out of there.
I thought the play there was going to be Yule Scepter and, you know, just save your AA so you can use the ulti, try to delay it, and then go for a combo instead. Set it up into Impale. Well, Nyx Assassin as a hero, you know, we've all been there when you tried to, whether I go for the attack from Vendetta or do I just stun people? Grow Bow and Arc Warden, some extra range. He just hit level 20 on top of that.
Such a big upgrade when you've got that Mjolnir out. Boxy found himself a kill into the Nature's Prophet. Looks like he tried to sneak in the outpost.
I need some eye drops after what I just saw. He TP'd and tried to sneak an outpost against the Nyx Assassin, Invoker AA, and the Tier 2 tower still standing there. Okay. I mean, that was some ballsy player right there, you know?
When you put it like that, because they have Boots of Travel, right?
Yeah.
And then they also have the Tier 2, which is such a fast TP point to get to that outpost. Yeah, that was a ballsy move for sure. Mickey, oh, pops the Manta, but he's still caught in the duel. Can they do enough, though? He's ripping into him. Fortunately, he's going to be saved by the magnetic field, but Mickey is saved by the time walk. They do manage to get the Cataclysm out. They Pylon Die save out. AC cannot. Pi cannot possibly out-heal the damage that Mickey pumps in Cloud9, excuse me, 5 men. They're out of here, and Liquid just seem like they are working their way towards a pretty good 2-0, and even more dominant victory than the last one, which felt like it was a more back and forth game. We had to go to the late game where Liquid was finally able to triumph. But this one, they're taking over fast.
If Mickey had any different item than the Lincoln Sphere there, he dies.
Yep.
But blocking out the Sand stun.
Oh, we got him.
They're still chasing. Ace.
They don't stop. Mickey's going to be able to hit Ace. Oh, they managed to get the Orchid onto Mickey. Mickey pops the Manta, though, quickly. Time walks through into the enemy. He doesn't back down. He never backs down, it seems. He just keeps going. The Spike Hairface holds Pile Die in place. Misery's going to be caught in the time lock. And that is a rampage.
I mean, this decision-making in the end where they buy back on Ace, he instantly dies.
Dude, Mickey, what a beast.
Woo! Mickey had an amazing game. You know, that 4-man chrono when they try to go on him,